The Six Sigma system recommends a 5-step problem-solving methodology, or 5-step roadmap for organizations that want to become a Six Sigma organization. This process improvement cycle uses the sequence define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, which is abbreviated as DMAIC. Now we're going to go through the DMAIC flow in detail in the next lectures, but in general, define means to identify key customer requirements, what we call the critical to quality parameters. We want to set the goals for the Six Sigma project and form the project team. In measure, you need to be able to map the process that we're studying. We want to collect data, determine the current process performance and the current process capability. We measure influencing parameters, those that are likely to impact our critical to quality parameters. In analyze, we need to analyze all of the data. We need to confirm what we call the vital few determinants of the performance. These are the key influencing parameters that affect our critical to quality outputs. We want to establish hypotheses for improvement, and then in improve, you want to validate these hypotheses, and you want to develop ideas to remove root causes, design and carry out experiments to optimize the process, and finally establish a solution for the process improvement. And then last but not least, in control, you establish a monitoring for your process, for these influencing parameters, and you use generally statistical process control, or SPC. We now want to review the Six Sigma roadmap and the overall problem-solving strategy used in Six Sigma. So we have our equation. Y is a function of X. This is the fundamental equation behind the Six Sigma application strategy. The letter Y here represents the output, or critical to quality parameters that the customer values, whereas the letter X are the parameters that influence or affect the Y's. The object is to move from the left side to the right side of the equation. Our goal is to obtain knowledge about the Y's and the X's as we move from process characterization to process optimization. And we achieve this goal by following the roadmap. We take the project through the 5 phases: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So in define, here where we come up with our project charter, build our team, listen to the voice of the customer, understand what the critical to quality Y's are. Then in measure, we're looking at mapping the process, measuring those parameters, and starting at the top of our funnel, looking at the overall capability of our process. We then move through analyze. We narrow down these many X's to a vital few. We do cause and effect analysis. We identify the critical X's and their influence on the Y with design of experiments or regression, for example. And finally, improve. We improve our process through and test these improvements. And at the very end, under control, we put controls in place for the critical influencing X variables using, as we said, SPC. So thank you. This is the end of the first lecture, and now we're ready to start to work on each step of the Six Sigma methodology.